Welcome to Assembly Bethesda. I am your host, Hyan Fogarty, and it is a true pleasure to connect with all of you today. Now, let's be honest. Whether you're scrolling through your social media feed, grabbing a coffee at a local shop, or perhaps just glancing at a vibrant poster on a lamppost, chances are you've encountered what we're diving into today. We're talking about something that subtly yet significantly blends high-end entertainment, digital news, and what I believe are some truly hidden religious agendas. Today, we're going to peel back the curtain, dig a little deeper, and really examine the intertwined world of Shen Yun and the Epoch Times. We'll uncover their foundational connection to the Falun Gong movement. This isn't just about enjoying a show or reading a newspaper, my friends. It's about understanding influence. And frankly, it's about exercising real discernment in our modern world. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, because we have a lot to talk about.
Think about it. If you live in any major Western city, you've almost certainly seen those posters. You know the ones I mean, right? That striking blend of vibrant purple and brilliant yellow, featuring a dancer captured mid-leap, promising a glimpse of China before communism. Shen Yun has, without a doubt, become a global phenomenon. It's truly remarkable how it consistently sells out some of the most prestigious venues in the world, from Lincoln Center in New York to the Kennedy Center right here in Washington, D.C. It's expertly marketed as a pure, unadulterated, traditional cultural experience. But here's the thing, and this is where it gets complex. The reality is far, far more intricate than just beautiful dance. Shen Yun, you see, is not simply a secular dance company. It is in fact the dedicated outreach arm of Falun Gong, a spiritual movement that has been at the center of intense controversy since the 1990s. And that's where our deeper dive really begins.
So let's unpack this a little. What exactly is Falun Gong, also known as Falun Dafa? Well, it was founded by a man named Li Hongzhi, and at its core, it blends traditional meditation practices and Qigong exercises with a very specific moral philosophy. Now, on the surface, its core tenets, truthfulness, compassion, and forbearance, sound universally positive, don't they? Who could argue with those values? But as we start to dig a little deeper, as we peel back those initial layers, what becomes clear is that these spectacular shows, these beautifully choreographed performances, are designed to do much, much more than simply entertain us. They are meticulously crafted to evangelize for a very specific, and many people would describe it as a cult-like worldview. It's a crucial distinction, folks, and one that really changes how we ought to perceive the entire operation.
Now, Shen Yun, as captivating as it might be, doesn't operate in a vacuum. It works hand in hand, alongside another major player, the Epoch Times. Many folks today, perhaps even some of you listening, might see the Epoch Times as a legitimate, conservative-leaning news alternative. And honestly, it's understandable why. Many appreciate its strong stance against the Chinese Communist Party, a stance I can certainly resonate with on many levels. However, it is absolutely vital to understand this foundational truth. The Epoch Times was founded, explicitly and intentionally, by Falun Gong practitioners. Its sole purpose? To serve as a powerful global mouthpiece for the movement. The growth of this media outlet has been, quite frankly, staggering, transforming from a humble free handout to a multi-million-dollar global operation. They employ sophisticated algorithms to strategically reach those who are skeptical of mainstream media. And the end goal isn't merely delivering news. No, the ultimate goal is to cultivate a profoundly favorable environment for Falun Gong and its leader, Li Hongzhi. This is a massive, coordinated effort to influence Western public opinion, subtly, under the guise of promoting traditional values.
So you might be asking yourself, especially if you're a person of faith, Hayne, why should this really matter to us as Christians? Why can't we simply enjoy the beautiful dancing and read the news, separating the two? Well, my friends, it matters profoundly because of the theological foundation woven into its very fabric. Li Hongzhi is not just some spiritual teacher to his followers. He is revered, viewed, and in many ways worshipped as a divine figure. He's made truly astounding claims that he can control the universe, that he has personally delayed the end of the world, and even taught that different races have different heavens. He's gone so far as to label modern science a demonic invention designed to alienate humans from the divine. When we support Shen Yun, we are, whether intentionally or not, supporting a movement that elevates a human man to the status of God. The performances themselves often feature songs that explicitly preach Li's Dafa as the only path to salvation during a coming apocalypse. This, for us, is a direct and undeniable challenge to the exclusivity of Christ. As believers, we are compelled to ask, can we ever truly separate the art from the very altar upon which it was built?
Now, a significant concern that many, myself included, have with these organizations is their stark lack of transparency. When you attend a Christian concert, you know it's centered around Christ. When you see a secular play, you anticipate a secular story. But Shen Yun, it skillfully uses the beautiful facade of 5,000 years of traditional Chinese culture as a mask. Many theatergoers feel genuinely blindsided when the second half of the show dramatically shifts, evolving into what feels like a heavy-handed religious sermon. Often, digital backdrops feature a creator who, quite suspiciously, bears a striking resemblance to Li Hongzhi, saving the world from an apocalyptic tsunami. This bait-and-switch tactic, my friends, is a consistent hallmark of how this organization operates. It seeks to garner genuine sympathy for its very real persecution in China, which we absolutely should oppose on human rights grounds. But it then masterfully leverages that sympathy to subtly pull people into a specific religious system that is opaque, undisclosed, and in many unsettling ways, controlling.
So what does all this mean for us, my friends? The Bible gives us very clear guidance. It tells us to test the spirits. It warns us to be acutely aware of the schemes of the devil and to be deeply discerning about what we allow into our homes, our minds, and frankly, our wallets. Supporting an organization like Shen Yun or the Epoch Times through ticket sales or subscriptions is a form of stewardship. And if our precious resources are funding a movement that promotes a false gospel and elevates a human leader to divine status, then we are failing in that stewardship. We absolutely can and should care deeply about the Chinese people and vehemently oppose the Chinese Communist Party's horrific human rights abuses, but we can do so without funding a cult. There are countless ways to support religious freedom and enjoy beautiful art that don't come with a hidden proselytizing agenda. As believers and as thoughtful citizens, we must be a people who unequivocally value truth over mere aesthetics. Thank you so much for joining me today on Assembly Bethesda. It's always a genuine pleasure. Until next time, God bless, and remember to live